Brian Hoyer is gone. Jimmy G is gone. Josh Jacobs is gone. And now Hunter Renfrow is gone. According to Ian Rappaport, the Raiders are going to be cutting our beloved third and Renfrow. I don't know how I feel about this. It's a tough day. And we're just going to have to deal with it. You know, it's early in the morning. And I'm already getting bad news. Or is it bad news? I don't know. The fact is, third and Renfrow has not been third and Renfrow since Derek Carr left. And now it's time to let him go. Sometimes you have a kid. And the kid grows up, and then it's time for them to flee the nest. They got to spread their wings. And that is what Hunter Renfrow needs to do now. As we've seen little JJ, Josh Jacobs, wander off to the frozen tundra of Green Bay to earn a large amount of money, $48 million contract, we are now setting third and Renfrow free to let him test the free agency water and land himself a new home. We will miss you, third and Renfrow, but let's be honest, you haven't been third and Renfrow in quite a while, pretty much since Derek Carr left. Now, whether that was your fault or the coaching or a mixture of both, it really doesn't matter because, as Coach AP says, this is a production-based business, and my friend, you have not produced. We all love you. You are a fan favorite, and once a Raider, always a Raider, but it is time for you to hit the road and see where life takes you. With that being said, Raider Nation, we also know that the wide receiver room is a little bit thin. Yes, we have the best wide receiver in the NFL who also gets double teamed every single time that he goes out to play. That makes it really difficult for any quarterback to get him the ball. And you know why they double team Davante Adams on every single play? Because he is the best wide receiver in the NFL, and we don't really have anybody else. Yes, I know. We have Jacoby Myers, and he is a stud, but Jacoby Myers is a slot wide receiver. That is where he excels. And you don't double team a slot wide receiver because they're not the one that's going to break off a large touchdown on you. The wide out, the guy on the perimeter, that's the one you got to look for. And we don't have anybody opposite Davante Adams. Therefore, we need to fill up that room. And I think there is a guy out there in free agency right now named Calvin Ridley who could definitely step right into that position and excel for us. He's still available in the free agency today, and my suspicion is that we are cutting Hunter Renfrow today in order to free up that cap space. We also cut Jimmy G early by cutting him yesterday instead of the post-June 1st, which would have saved us a few more $1 million. You wouldn't do that unless you got some plans for that money. It just wouldn't make any sense. Now with the news coming out that Hunter Renfrow is gone, who are we going to replace him with? Well, my favorite is Calvin Ridley. But there's also an Odell Beckham Jr. Yes, I know Odell has injury history, but he's also still a great receiver and an option in that wide receiver room. Could the Raiders go out and grab him? But this is a conversation. This isn't just me talking to the camera, telling you guys what the Raiders are supposed to do, will do, or anything like that. This is a convo, which means I want to know your thoughts on this situation with the wide receivers and the Raiders. So let me know, type FA, if you think the Raiders should go out into free agency and add another star wide receiver like a Calvin Ridley or an Odell Beckham Jr. or even a Marquise Brown. Or should the Raiders wait until the draft and try and grab somebody like a Malik Neighbors or Rome Odunze or even a Marvin Harrison Jr.?